Hey there, Bitizens, and welcome to The Killer Bits. My name is Francesca, and this week I want to talk to you about mobile companion games for video games. And this is because we've had the very successful launch of Fallout Shelter, the Fallout 4 tie-in from Bethesda, and also recently, I believe this week, to commemorate the launch of 2 new arcade skins in League of Legends, Riot has released Blitzcrank's Poro Roundup, which I always stumble over the word Blitzcrank for some reason, but that's come out. You can actually play it in browser, or you can download it on Android and iOS, but you have to get it, I believe, before the 21st of September. Now, beginning with the Fallout Shelter tie-in, this game has been massively successful. It shot up the iTunes chart. It's recently come out on Android. A lot of people I see talking about it on social media, like on Twitter, on Facebook, what have you. It's kind of building hype for the release of Fallout 4. And as an advertising mechanism, I believe that Bethesda have done really, really well. On top of that, there is the option of microtransactions within the game, though they are not pay to win. You can buy what are called lunch boxes, which give you additional rewards and items with real money if you like. However, beyond that, you can play the game without spending any money whatsoever. The whole objective is that you build your vault, your Fallout Shelter, effectively. You recruit what are called dwellers. You can train them up. You can make babies, or make them make babies. You unfortunately don't get to make the babies yourself if that's what you're looking for. And build new rooms, send them out on expeditions. And if you want to increase the rate, I guess, at which these things happen, rather than paying real money to get something done faster, you can just increase the risk of the activity. So if you want something to build faster, there could be chance of a catastrophic explosion or something. But this game has seen a huge amount of success. The art style is obviously very reminiscent of Fallout. It's got the kind of Pip-Boy style characters as the dwellers. It's a very polished game, and I think the monetization strategy that Bethesda have used is going to work in their favor. This idea that if people want to gamble on lunch boxes, they can, but they don't have to. And on top of that, it's a really successful advertising strategy for Fallout 4. Likewise, the Blitzcrank Poro Roundup game is super fun. It's completely kind of different style game. It's an arcade style game where you play as Blitzcrank and you're rounding up Poros, interspersed with boss fights. You can collect items, you can unlock new characters. And again, that's a really kind of fun little game. Regardless of whether you like League of Legends, the game itself is fun, but there are lots of little nuances towards the League of Legends kind of community and references to different items in the game and different heroes that you see within the game. But on top of that, it's fun. But also, it gets people talking about the release of these new arcade skins. For example, I wouldn't know that Blitzcrank and Riven had recently gotten an arcade skin unless I played this game. And having played this game, I now know that. I mean, I'm not really going to go back into League of Legends because it's not really my cup of tea. But as someone who maybe had stopped playing for a little bit, it's a very good marketing strategy to encourage people to go out and get the game, to try out the game and then remind them, oh, League of Legends is out, oh, these characters have new skins, oh, we've got a whole set of arcade skins, like a whole bundle. You can check those out, maybe you want to try them out. And putting a limited time span on it, the 21st of September, I believe, is another way to push, I guess, hype, push people to download and try out the game, and push exposure of these skins at the prime time when they are being released. And I think in both cases, I've got to commend the respective companies for A, making a fun mobile game, B, making a mobile game that ties in well to the original franchise. Both Fallout Shelter and Blitzcrank's Poro Roundup feel like they've drawn well from their respective games in terms of inspiration, in terms of fun. They don't really feel paywalled or anything, and I think other companies need to start considering this as maybe marketing strategies for other games. When you look at the release of video game related Android and iOS games, a prime example of doing something completely wrong is Sonic Runners. If you check out the video in which Peter tried to play Sonic Runners for his You Choose, you'll see exactly what I mean. The game is full of bugs, you can't connect online, it's just a really bad game. And admittedly, this isn't to tie into the sale of another game. Like, this isn't designed to encourage you to buy a different Sonic game. This was a standalone Android Sonic game, and I think it's just slow, and iOS, I believe, but it's slowly but surely kind of destroying the name of Sonic, and we're slowly but surely kind of smushing it into the ground as we release more and more games. So that's kind of how not to do it. But I do think companies should consider mobile tie-ins and stuff with their games as they release them, because if you can do a good, fun game, you will get a lot of exposure and a lot of free kind of advertising and people talking about it. I mean, I'm talking about it right now, so, you know, and it's because it's actually something that I've had a lot of fun with. And I think in terms of encouraging people to check out your game, it's a good strategy. Like, I've never played a Fallout game. I was never really that interested in them, but the Fallout Shelter game has kind of made me a bit more curious as to what Fallout 4 will be like, whereas previously I wasn't that into it. Likewise, I have played League of Legends in the past, and playing this Blitzcrank game has given me a lot of nostalgia in terms of playing League and considering maybe getting back into it, which could inadvertently make me spend money. So those kind of tactics are very well done. Saying that, I don't then want to see a whole sleuth of like copycat games or you know, very similar games like Candy Crush-esque, or, you know, games which have been done before being released as an advert. Like, I think what's been done well here by both Riot and by Bethesda is that they've made fun games in and of themselves, which also have the added bonus of being, you know, good adverts. But I think with that, it comes from the strong reputations of both Riot and Bethesda, as being kind of big names in the scene. I don't think this is something indie developers could do, because, you know, it's hard enough promoting an indie game and getting people to care about it. The reason these games are successful is because they have the Fallout franchise and the League of Legends franchise kind of boosting them up. But it is something you could maybe see companies like Valve doing, or Blizzard, for example. But that's what I think, guys. Those are my kind of 10 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will put a link to the Blitzcranky game down there if you want to play it in browser. Beyond that, you can download them on your phones and your iOSs and your Androids. I don't know about Windows Phone. Nobody really knows about Windows Phone. And check them out for yourself, and let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, if you hit that thumbs up button, guys. And you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/thekilobits, and on Twitter at thekilobits if you want to talk to us about Fallout Shelter, about Blitzcrank's Poro Roundup, or about anything else. Just send us a tweet or a Facebook message. And if you want to support what we do, this kind of vloggy stuff, the YouTube series that I mentioned where Peter tried to play Sonic, and everything else that we do, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/thekilobits. I'm away on holiday, so no vlog from me next week, though one of the rest of the team might be picking it up, so keep an eye out for that. Though League of Legends? Ugh, what am I talking about? Because of the video. Heroes of the Storm videos will be going up as per usual, so you still have that to enjoy. And also the LEGO Jurassic World co-op series I've been working on. Check that out as well if you have time. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys another time with more chit-chat. Heart.